we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we
what's going on, Beaches? Smash that motherfucking like button. Battle of the Binge. What's up, Beaches? What's up, Jill? Justine? What's up, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain.
Mouth speaks?
My heart must be fucked up because I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in the daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boat.
Let's do it. What's good, beaches? Beachies and bushishis? Beachies and bushishis. Those beachies and bushishis. Bushishi.
Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well. Yeah. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like,
oh well.
Yeah.
We ride around this coast. That's the jam. Hello, bonsoir, papa, bonsoir, soir femme, can't stay. Smash that shit, smash it. As the Germans say, das smash, ja. Smash the like button, ja. Make sure you smash the like button. And if you're not subscribed, no, unsubscribe, yeah? Here we go. Daily Swole, yeah? Come on. Full Normuth.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling.
Oh, you don't
Welcome
say.
to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test. Is this mic on? Testing testicles? Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1500 and the 17 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, a pimpcast, a sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on? Beaches, booshes, buses, hustlers, and you all hoes. It's your boy, Papa Swolio, and Papa Swolio. Papa Swolio's back. Hi, baby girl. What's up, mama? Yeah, we're doing podcast. Yes, we are. We're doing a podcast. Not a pupcast, a podcast. So what are you watching? What are you watching today? I just saw, I was going to say, what are you training today? And I saw someone said I was just watching Extra Thirsty. We got some good drops. On Extra Thirsty. Lots of content. Lots of stuff. Always some extra stuff. Yeah, say hi to Papa Swolio. Hi, baby girl. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's all extended out. Oh, baby girl. So one of the latest, we'll get into some of the stuff. Yeah, look, that goes both ways. And that's kind of like an interesting topic because, I think it's important to understand how that can be taken the right way, but also the wrong way. When it comes to the 7-year-old lifting, I don't disagree. I mean, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad that the girl is lifting, but it's like, you got to be really careful. You got to be really careful with kids. And most parents and most adults don't know how to fucking train properly. So, obviously this girl is, this girl's possibly getting good coaching, but at the same time, you don't know how this is going to play out. You don't. Because everyone can say like, oh, this is better. This is great. There's no evidence that shows it's going to cause damage. Maybe like this week, maybe next week she fucking hurts herself. And then has one leg shorter than the other for the rest of her life. Like, who knows? We don't know. I do think that if people are educated properly and taught properly, like, kids, adults included, you can teach that kind of shit. You can teach that. You can teach that shit in school. Yeah, I don't watch any of his content. I can't handle the voice. Plus, I don't watch anyone's shit. But I obviously they're in a CrossFit gym. Obviously, the parents were trained. I still think her form was all right. That's good. That's good. I mean, but it doesn't really matter if the form is good too. It's just the overload on the muscles, the overload on the joints. You just gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful. And of course, you might have 100. Let's say you have 100 kids that do it. Then another issue. You ready for this? And I don't know if this was covered at any point, but when you have, for deadlifting, for example, deadlifting, if it has to do a lot with your limb length, your mobility, your arm length. So as kids are growing and their joints and bones are changing in length, that's going to adjust their form. So you have to make sure that you're going through these growth periods, because as let's say you have a growth spurt and you grow 3 inches, all of a sudden your arms are a different length than your legs. You have to adjust form constantly. Once you're a full grown adult, your arms and your legs, your limb lengths are the same. So it's not the same thing. If you're tall and lanky, you're going to have to adjust your form and change different things. And I know personally growing up, I had Osgood Schlatters, the issue with the knee, when you get like that kind of calcification and chronic pain from like growth and stuff like that. You can get repetitive movement injuries. You can get overuse injuries and stuff like that too, as a kid. And it's, you gotta be super careful. It doesn't matter if you're a child. It doesn't matter if you're an adult. You need good form. And I'll be the first to say, it's much better than watching Netflix and eating candy. So it doesn't matter. It's your kid, right? It's their child. They can post a video. I can voice my opinion and raise some questions. And then if it's your child and you want them doing deadlifts, then fucking have your child do deadlifts. Whatever. It's better than having them be fucking fat. So it's obviously much better, but make sure they're doing yoga, make sure they're running and playing. They don't need to be doing restrictive exercise. They don't need to be doing sagittal plane shit. Go have them, like, obviously she loves it. Kids are going to like what they like. So make sure at least your kids are doing full body movements too. And they're doing a lot of, let them climb ropes and climb trees and let them be barefoot, fucking do other activities. But a lot of times kids, they see what daddy and mommy do and they get obsessed. And yeah, a lot of people start young with training and stuff like that. It's fine. You start young with gymnastics, but come on, when you say that, a lot of kids start young with gymnastics, X, Y, and Z. People get fucked up for the rest of their life from gymnastics. Why do you think a gymnastics or a gymnastic person, a gymnast, like gymnastic asts, a gymnast's body, like their careers are so fucking young because this is the impact on the joints. Just boom, 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 boom. Fucking gymnastics is ubiquitous with kids, many kids, but it fucks people up for their life. It's like football. Football fucks people up. So many kids and so many, they grow up playing football, just destroys it. Everyone I know has had fucked up shoulders or fucked up knees. Not a good look. Let's see here. Go light, use like wiffle weights. Anyway, getting off topic a little bit. So let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Extra mile. So let's get into, the Swole card for the day. The Swole card for the day. I didn't update the text here. You can do hashtag extra mile, but the card actually says there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. No traffic. What's up, baby? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, and that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Proper education, proper coaching, and that's good. And it's good. As long as you have better instruction and you progressively overload, and when oh, damn it. Hold on. And when you progressively overload, all right, fine. Fine. You don't want to be here for the podcast? You don't want to be here? Fine. Screw you too, bro. Screw you too. As long as you have proper education, proper coaching, but it's hit and miss sometimes. And that's more, most adults don't have good form. Most adults don't know what the fuck they're doing. So in this situation, sure, Maybe your parents are coaches. Fine. But at the same time, the risk is still there. You just might know your kids. A lot of kids don't have that coordination and everything is still developing. It still is developing and always changing. So they don't study this because they don't abuse fucking children and then maybe necessarily do the research. But observational, yeah, maybe it doesn't damage the growth plates, maybe in rare cases. So that's good. That's good. I don't want kids to get hurt. That's the point. So if you're coached properly with proper that's program design. If you're getting enough recovery, you're getting enough active rest, child or adult, it's better. So as long as you are allowing recovery and you're not going too much on the volume, it can be done safely, like anything else. Just be very, very mindful. If you're going to have your kids doing that and doing weights, it's mostly about the volume. You don't want to they're not going to bulk, right? We don't need to go through bulking season with your kids. Just get them active and get them enjoying the movements and, allow them to participate with mom and dad. That's great. That's why you have kids yoga and Swolenormous X. And a lot of you have your kids doing Swollen Sevens and workouts. It's great. It's good shit. It's good shit. There you go. My niece is 11. After years in gymnastics, she begged my brother and sister-in-law to join them at CrossFit. There you go. Gets them in young. Gets them away from being fat fucks the rest of their life. Trained 10 years in Japanese-based karate, and I still work on my forms and technique. Oh, yeah. It's always a practice. And that's one of the things that you have to be careful of. No matter what age, it's all about the instructor. It's all about the teacher. It's all about the person that is relaying this information. So you can have kids doing deadlifts, and they're going to be fucking doing it terribly. And I've seen this shit online too. I've seen kids doing deadlifting with a fucking like scared cat back, like bad shit. And you're like, oh my God, fuck, don't let your kid do that. Give your kid plastic weights, let them fuck around with it. Definitely get them involved. Just be careful with the load. Just be careful with like kind of progressions and near max kind of things. Just be careful. Be careful. Be careful with that shit, right? Be smart. And always err on the side of caution. Just remember, that's not the goal. The goal is to get your kid with those good habits. You don't have to push it too hard. All right. So as long as you're trained, as long as you're doing it right and you're recovering enough, there are a lot of things that can be acceptable and safe under the proper protocols. So, yep. Teach them by example, lead by example. I'm 15 years old and want to lose weight. Is that too young to lose weight? No, you shouldn't be overweight at 15. So it's not too young to lose weight. Not at all. All you got to do is stop eating so much junk food, manage your caloric intake, eat better food, and just be active. If you want to start lifting weights in the gym, just learn properly and start slowly. There you go. There you go. All right. So let's get into just the tip. We'll go over the new releases. We'll talk more about this in the knowledge calc section. We got here, let's see, some scrolling text. I want to make sure we get that up there. Oh yeah. Here we go. What was that? There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. That's right, along the extra mile. And that's the whole Swole card, what we call extra mile. We'll just do it like that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Can't afford to join Swolenormous X right now, but want to support the awesome work and content you put out. Thank you, Michael. FYI, you can also check out the Swole Fam memberships. You get access to Swole TV and the private accountability meetings and the private streams and stuff like that. So an option, you can upgrade at any time, but you're here. You're part of the Swole Fam just being here. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. So let's get into the tippy tip. There we go. Oh, wait. That's not appropriate. I got to stick it in a little bit first. Just an inch. Wait, careful. Deep breath.
It's cold outside.
There we go. That feels nice, right? That feels nice. Feels good. Kendall, I watched a mother spooning sweet tea to her baby in a high chair, and I live in Texas where the sweet tea is all sugar. You see, it's all about who you're being educated by. The parents. This is why this podcast can be effective. That's why this content and the salty sack can be effective. If you're reaching the parents are the ones that can make the difference because the parents are the ones teaching the kids. It's the school, it's the education system, and it's the parents. If that gets fixed over a course of generations, we can fix this problem, but it's going to fucking crash and burn until we do that. So if you're making excuses to feed your kids shit and allow them to be fat fucks, you are destroying the future of this fucking country. You're just creating more sickness just in the future. Not a good look. Not a good look. Okay, let's get into the Tippity McTipperson. And this is, you earned it, donuts. So this is a Swole fan post. And our member was saying that her friends, she was helping someone move and they rewarded her in donuts. So make sure you check out that video, some salty sack, setting the fucking record straight. We got some extra thirsty. We got some Donald T getting banned from fucking Twitch. Getting banned from Twitch, or temp banned. He got a couple videos removed and flagged. I guess they were rebroadcasts of when he called Mexicans rapists. Oh my God, but they're on a ban hammer. Twitch is like, multiple platforms the other day went through like this coordinated strike of banning specific platforms. So the poison is, we have to suck out the poison, fam. We have to suck out the fucking poison. You know? The snake bit long time ago. We've allowed the poison to get fucking into the fucking system, and everyone is fucking getting butthurt. So mass cancellation, but we don't know. We don't know why. You might not know who Dr. Disrespect is, but I keep an eye on the gaming community because that's the future of tech and where everything is going. So, I mean, the future, it's here. That's what it is. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have any more information, but no one knows publicly that I've seen. I've looked a lot of places. And none of you have known, none of you have mentioned it, but no one knows why. He's one of the top streamers in the world. So if you don't know who he is, that's fine, but he's a big time streamer. No idea what happened, how he got his channel apparently permanently banned. But Twitch has been known to ban channels or block channels and then reinstate them afterwards. So that's like they ban and then, okay, if you appeal and it's viable, then it's like, you know, fucking drop the hammer and then ask questions later or some shit. So I got a couple people watching on Twitch. I don't know if any of you watch, any of you know what's going on, but my Twitch peeps, you can drop that. Here's the video, the extra thirsty. So cute girl. Looks like pretty good form. Get those knees out, girl. Get those knees out. Maybe a little wide in the stance. Drop those knees out a little bit. I don't know, whatever. It's hard to tell from this angle, but there's the girl. Probably going to be a world-class powerlifter someday, and that's all we got right now. Oh, we got some breaking news. Some breaking news. There we go here. Let's get this going. Got some breaking news. Let me scroll over. Here. Just the tip. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see here. Breaking news. We got a brand new drop in the moment. But of course, you're not going to go watch it because you're watching all daddy right now. We're going to go into some KC. We got a new one. How do I avoid sweets? Oh, look at Papa. Look at that cute beach. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look at the cutie pie. 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 Oh, baby girl. All right, so this is a brand new Ask Papa Swolio that just dropped. So you can check that out right after the Mancast today. All right. Knowledge calc. So again, today's Swole card is there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Don't worry. That's a long hashtag. You got to earn that one. You got to earn that one. So all you got to do is drop the hashtag extra mile and I'll accept it. I'll accept that hashtag. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. So what do you all want to talk about today? I'll go into this a little more depth on what it means and what I mean by this. What I like about this quote, this is one of the Swole cards on my wall. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. There's less competition if you go all in. There's less competition if you put in maximum effort. And this is where a lot of people really try to look for justifications, people that are cheating, people that are trying to put in less effort, looking for the magic pill, looking for a shortcut. How do I lose weight fast? How do I make gains fast? Nothing's fast. Nothing's fast. Every single thing that you might want that happens fast, instant gratification, usually if you do something for instant gratification, you are sacrificing the long-term benefits. You're going to get less long-term for that little short-term bump. Like eating junk food is going to satisfy you now, but long-term it's not going to work out, right? If you eat healthy now, you take care of yourself now, you train properly now, you're going to have that pay off over the course of your life. And I just think that if you are trying to really look at your health from the right lens, and when I say the right lens, look, this is my opinion too. Like you can live your life any way you want to, and you're still going to. Most of you are still going to, regardless of whether or not I say you shouldn't have a fucking donut or not. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just trying to get you to think about it in a different perspective. Your nutrition and your food, the only place your body gets nutrition from is what you put in your mouth hole. You're not getting it from your nose. Well, maybe you are, some of you. Your nose, your ears, or your asshole. You're not getting it from your other orifices. You're getting it from what you put in your mouth. So don't put dirty, bleeding AIDS dicks covered in COVID-19 all in your mouth. Don't do it. Don't put that in your mouth. Don't put those dirty dicks in your mouth. Think about those foods for what they are. If you're focusing on your nutrition, you're focusing on quality first. Quality. Quantity comes secondary. Don't play the macro game. Don't worry about your caloric intake at the very, very beginning. Immediately at the beginning, you need to focus on what foods you're consuming. And then you can start factoring in the quantity. And this might happen right around the same time. But the priority, even if they're both very important, because obviously you don't want to consume excess calories, you're still going to gain weight, healthy food or junk food. However, the most important thing, whether by an inch or a mile, is quality. Quality is going to matter. You don't want to eat 1,800 or 1,500 calories of shit fucking food. It's not healthy. You'll be rotten from the inside out. So it's all about how you approach your thing. It's your mindset. It's your concept. It's how you quantify health. It's what you are looking at. And most of the results that you're going to get and most of the challenges and the roadblocks that people face are things that are in your way because you're only looking at one of the pillars. You're looking at training or you're looking at nutrition. And most people look at training and nutrition. That's all we talk about. What's that famous saying? It's 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. That's a bullshit statement. Okay? 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. What about community? What about recovery? What about mobility? What about mindfulness? What about consistency? You got 2 out of the 5 pillars. Why are you playing 80-20, but you're forgetting the fucking majority of what's going on? You're forgetting the other, fucking 86% of the pillars. So it makes a big difference. You're forgetting that. Most people just focus on 2 and 3. They don't focus on their community. They don't focus on their surroundings. They don't focus on doing yoga and meditating and program design. They just try to do more and more. They try to out-train their diet. They eat crap and they try to train more. I want to lose weight. I need to eat less or train more or both. But that's not always the answer. Mitigate stress by getting better sleep. Mitigate stress by practicing meditation. Mitigate stress and aid recovery by practicing yoga. Mitigate stress and elevate, stress hormones and stress elevation. That's going to cause people to hold more bloat, more water retention, more body fat. Get rid of the shit in your life. Stop following fucking jabronis. Stop hanging out with people that suck. Find people that have your interests or block out the noise and do it yourself. Fucking do it yourself. Let's take some comments. Badass emu. Oh, I apologize. So sorry for that. Oh my God. Why can't I read this comment? Don't tell me what I can and cannot try to consume using my anus. I stand corrected. The badass emu has spoken, fam. What do you consume in your anus? I'm curious. What are your thoughts on anal consumption? Oh yeah, we got to go Halo Top. We talked about it yesterday. I still need to make content on it. We talked about it last night. Episode 15, 16 went deep on the Halo Top. I still didn't see the commercial yet. That was last night. I have to make content on it. I forgot about it. I'll make it today. Maybe we'll get some ET. Maybe I'll send it over to Eli too. We'll see what he says. But when it comes to Brennan, I had this on in my car, pulled into a parking lot full of people as Dirty AIDS Dicks line starts. Your windows were down? Good shit. Making some friends. But getting back to the card, as we take some comments, the extra mile, there's less, there are no traffic jams. When you go all in, when you put in that kind of effort, it gets very fucking quiet because most people aren't on your level. My life is very, very quiet because I'm doing my shit. I'm on that extra mile. I'm on that extra mile. And I only surround myself with people that are fucking on that extra mile. On that fucking extra mile. And when you push, a lot of people are working hard to be mediocre. People are working hard to be average. And if you're working hard to be average, or you're doing a minimal effort to be average, you're going to blend in. You'll blend in, and it's harder because there's more competition for being average because people are fucking lazy and uninspired, or both. So if you go that extra mile and you put in that extra effort, there are a lot less people doing that. So it actually becomes a lot more easy to breathe. It's like going above the clouds. All of a sudden, not that you could breathe up there. It's obviously less oxygen pressure, but imagine you going, let's say under the clouds, you have all this fucking toxicity and just like pollution and blah, blah, blah. And you go above the clouds, just like the way it looks, right? It looks cleaner. Let's assume it was just, let's assume it was like clean, fresh air and you could breathe easily. Right? That's where it is. Because when you cut out all the noise and you're on your own fucking path, there's less traffic. You're doing your own thing. Like I don't have anyone on my road because I'm doing my own thing completely. I'm doing my own thing my own way. So I don't have any, I literally am on the Autobahn. That's the way I look at it. When you create your own fucking road, I'm not even on the extra mile. I'm on that fucking access road that no one goes down. You're like, what the fuck's down there? I'll go. I'm building one and it ends right here. Like, road closed, like end of the line. I'm fucking laying down tracks. So there's no limit to where I can go, and there's no limit to how fast I can get there. I'm literally on the Autobahn. There's no speed limit where I'm going. That's why that's why I go fast. That's why I do so much, because there's no traffic. Why would I go slow? Why would I go 45 when there's no speed limit and there's no one on the road? I'm fucking stepping on the fucking gas. Going. Fucking block out the bullshit, block out the fucking noise and do it. So few people are doing it, and anyone that's not getting results are those people. They're not doing it. They'd rather make an excuse. They'd rather make an excuse why they can't get it done. They'd rather make an excuse or ask a question when it's really just fucking working harder and actually getting more invested in their nutrition, their training. But the other aspects of the 7 pillars, it's not just nutrition and training. That's the problem. I'm trying to set the record straight. Let's see here. Kashina, no rubbish food in my house. My treat now is coffee. Train your mind to be different. Go all in. Extra mile. Any recommendations on how to do prone curls on legs alpha? You could do RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. You can do prone curls with a band. You could do them on a bench, on a decline bench or a flat bench with a dumbbell between your feet. You can do ball curls, supine on your back. If you have a TRX, you could do curls that way with your heels in the straps. There's a bunch of different ways. I would also recommend posting this up in the private group with what equipment you do have access to, because there's definitely a lot of options. You could do single leg too, as well. You could do sear. You could do isometrics with that, with like a strap or a towel or a t-shirt. Let's see here. Good question. Let's see. Elise, for the last 2 months, I binge drank a lot with barely any days off. I'm trying to stay sober and quit. I'm on day 7. Temptations have been so hard. I've been journaling to try to keep accountable. Good for you. Well, now you're here and now everyone knows. So everyone get on Elise's shit and make sure she stays fucking focused. You hear me, Elise? You hear me? Don't be a biche. Hold on. Look at the camera. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Don't be a biche. Huh? I'm looking at you. Take a screenshot. Yeah. There you go. That's your fucking wallpaper right there. Don't be a biche. Keep it going. Maria, Papa, I've gained speed during COVID, and there was a time when I was scared to go faster. I asked my husband to increase the speed on the treadmill to where he thinks I can go faster than ever. So now you're actually taking that literally. Talk about the treadmill. Faster on the extra mile. You're like, yeah, I'm not talking about running, but that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Back to the Future about what? Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Scrolling down. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. James, honestly, I think I'm going to keep the elimination diet as my default. Ribeyes and sweet potatoes or rice with veggies works great for me. Just want to get some blood work done to know for sure. Well, everyone should be on some form of an elimination diet, always, because you're not eating certain foods. That's technically an elimination if you're not eating certain foods, but it's all about how you look at it. It's called an elimination diet because I didn't create it. What you eliminate, it just depends on what you choose to eliminate, and I recommend doing it full blown. But think about it more like a positive. You're eating the right foods for you, not eliminating everything else. So people, when you look at it, when you think about it as elimination, and it's kind of like a misnomer, and we might tweak it a little bit. I might make some adjustments because that's what's called the nutrition jumpstart, because the nutrition jumpstart is the process of, okay, cutting this stuff out, eliminating that, but then thinking about your food as a positive, as a fuel, rather than, okay, I'm restricting by not eating all those things. Because when you look at the food that you have choices to eat, right? If you're looking at donuts and crap food and fast food, McDonald's and Burger King and pizza and chips and soda, you're thinking about all the things you can't eat. You're thinking about it from a restrictive mindset when that shouldn't even register in your mind as food. So I use the example of looking at a chair or a shoe. I mean, I'm not Honeybee. So when I look at, let's say, if I look at, all right, my AirPods, all right? I look at my AirPods. Is this food? Like, can I eat this? Don't tell me like, yeah, eat it, bro. Like, what if it's not food. So if you look at like junk food as, oh, that's a shoe or that's a pack, like you're not going to put a shoe in your mouth. Honeybee will. Honeybee will eat a shoe. That beach will eat a fucking shoe. I seen her do it. But you wouldn't eat it. So I look at that. I look at food in the same way. And I'm not saying I look at fucking bread and I'm like, that's a shoe. I mean, it tastes like a shoe. But when I look at foods that are not my foods, that's what my brain sees. My brain sees, okay, these are my foods. Those are not foods that I eat. Those are not things that are edible. I look at soda. That's not something that I drink. That's not something that should go in my body. It's not. And I would rather have tea or coffee or fucking water or some fruit, like maybe some lemon in water. But I like water. Water's fine. Water's fine. Water's fine. All right. Liquid, hydrate, motherfucker, hydrate. Why can't people just drink fucking water? Why does it always have to be flavored? Oh, that's right. Because we have been programmed, because we've been fucking poisoned with this hyper flavored shit for decades. And we grew up on it. We grew up with Gatorade and soda and Pepsi and Coke. It's been around for 100 fucking years. So we grew up with it. So has our parents. It's marketing and we're programmed. And once you kind of get that taste when you're younger, you always have it. It's like a shark, right? It's like Jaws, Hunting Man or The Edge, right? Come on. Anyone? Who's seen The Edge? Anthony Hopkins, Baldwin. That's a great download. If you need a good movie, go watch The Edge. Come on, anyone. Let's go down the movie road. That's a good one. He's a manhunter now. It's good shit. Gatorade's gross. And look at this. I used to drink Gatorade. I used to get the Gatorade powder. And I'm telling you, it was bulking season. Like 15, 20 years ago, I used to get the Gatorade powder. And then after a workout, I would take like a few scoops and have like 60 or 75 grams of sugar after a workout. For glycogen, your insulin spike, you read fucking Flex magazine. Now I'm sucking down 50 to 100 grams of sugar after a workout. Fuck. That's so bad. That's so bad. But even like a can of soda, we've done this before, like a 16-ounce can or a 12-ounce can, whatever it is, 30, 40, 50, 60 grams of just pure sugar. High fructose corn syrup. It's so bad. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. And once you start drinking actual water and you reset your taste buds, if you have a sip of Gatorade or one of those things, it's syrup. You want to right? You want to hock it up. You really want to hock it up. Yeah, that's the thing. Maria, I'm so thankful for you, Papa, for making me understand that I can modify my nutrition as I need to fit my activity. And it's very similar. Yeah, you're welcome, Maria. I'm glad. And it's very similar to the child that's exercising. I mean, some children can be educated properly, should be educated properly and taught properly and progressed properly and program designed properly, but a lot are not going to. And and the same way with nutrition. Kids should be taught and educated about nutrition too. All right. That should be the first and foremost. But no matter what, like the 7-year-old learning from her parents or whatever, educating her on deadlifts, if you're educating your kids properly, as you should be in the gym, on the yoga mat playing, like they're looking at you. And that's why that girl wants to go fucking train. It's because she sees mommy and daddy doing it. She's going to want to do it too. And that's a great influence. Okay? That's a great influence. My comments about the girl deadlifting is more about, okay, what message does that send to everyone else? It's still got to be educated properly. And there are risks like anyone else. If I get hurt, I can get hurt during deadlifts. I've tweaked my back doing deadlifts, and I've had, issues and, things that like, oh man, I kind of felt like I strained a muscle. Everyone can have that. So same thing goes with nutrition. They're going to look at you. They're going to look at you. And I have an extra thirsty that I did on that? I don't remember. What did I do that on? I think it was an extra thirsty. I don't think it's come out yet. Or maybe I posted it yesterday. I don't even remember. I'm making so many videos. Maybe that was posted already. But a mother that, a female, I don't know, she's a nutritionist, right? And she's like encouraging people to eat donuts in front of their kids so they can have a better relationship with food. I'm like, this fucking acceptance shit is just going off the fucking rails. There's so much hand holding and taint rubbing in this fucking country right now. Everyone's just super sensitive about fucking everything. And then these kinds of people are using it as leverage in order to spew nonsense. And it's like, if you're trying to find a safe space where someone's going to tell you everything's okay and you don't have to change or do better, you can have your fucking cake and eat it too. They're lying to you. You just don't want amazing results. You just want that excuse. You don't want to try that hard. People want the easy way out. Humans want the easy way out. That's evolution. You don't want to you don't want to go through pain. You don't want to go through suffering. You're trying to avoid that. But the problem is we have too many things that make it easy. In the past, it wasn't a choice. Humans don't necessarily want pain and suffering, but that's what there was. Now you have options to avoid all that. So guess what? You go that just like water. It's going to take the easiest route, the path of least resistance. Humans are always going to take the path of least resistance. So honestly, if you want amazing results, go where there's the most resistance. Go for the biggest challenge. Go for the most discipline that you have to build, the biggest struggle. Go after it. Don't avoid it. Don't go the other direction. Oh, this is easier over here. If it's easier, there's a catch. There's always a catch. If it's easy, someone's telling you something's easy, there's something there. There's something there. I'm going to kill the motherfucker. Yeah. What one man can do, another can do. Let's see here. If I ever decide to have children, they're going to be tiny powerhouses. Good. Good. Let's see here. Give me the pain and the gains. Extra mile. Yay. Water is free from the tap and I'm a cheap gal. Ryan, last time I ate 5,000 calories worth of junk, I had diarrhea and was fatigued the next day. How people manage to do 10 or 15K? I hear you. Oh, there you go, Becky. That's a huge win. That's awesome to hear that spit back to you. Becky says, my daughter earned a free kids meal from Chick-fil-A for a reading program. She asked if she could pick a dinner at home instead because there's nothing good for her there. Parenting win. Ho, ho, ho. Fucking win. Get some gorillas on that. Look at that. Good for you. Oh, good for you. Good for you and for your daughter. There you go. You're teaching your kid to make good decisions. All right, let's get into some Swole card action, Swole fam action. Swole fam action, we'll get into some Swole card in a little bit. Remember, hashtag extra mile to win today's Swole card. Don't forget to check out today's videos over on Extra Thirsty. If you're thirsty, you remember, if you're coming in hurting for a squirting, I'm going to fill you up. Looking for some knowledge cock? We'll fill you up right here. This one is from Casillas. Oh, coffee burp. Oh, yeah. Let's zoom in on this beach. All right, here. Hello, fam. I hope everyone is having an amazing Tuesday. It's an honor to be a part of such a supportive and hardworking group. My fitness journey began almost 4 years ago when I reached a very unhealthy period of my life. My intention was never to reach a certain weight, but rather get myself out of this downward spiral of developing health conditions associated to being obese. Sure, the aesthetics came along with it, but the biggest reward for me was hearing my doctor tell me little by little that I no longer had high cholesterol, abnormal thyroid levels, fatty liver, etc. My life has done a complete 360 and I wouldn't want it any other way. I became a certified PT through NASM over a year ago. That's the National Academy of Sports Medicine. And ever since have been teaching and guiding clients with how to improve their life and health through exercise and lifestyle changes. My advice to someone who is just starting their fitness and health journey is to be patient and stay consistent. Take it day by day. Every small change and small victory is adding up. You're only human and it's okay to have patchy days. I had them too and I still do. Continue to educate yourself and surround yourself with people who strive to better themselves and support you. You got this. Don't give up on yourself. You won't regret it. Very nice post, Casillas. Thank you so much for sharing. Make sure you all go and comment on this one inside the private group. That's a good one. That's a good one. I love it. Isn't that great when someone changes their life and wants to share it? I mean, same thing happened with John from Obese to Beast. You know, you lose a lot of weight and then you have that perspective. Like, you know what it's like. And that's why I talk so much about long-term. It's because I trained like a 90% geriatric community for a long time, where most of the clients I trained were older and had fucking mobility issues, like major fucking issues. And this is in like a really high ritzy area. Like I trained in like the fanciest condos in South Florida. And, you know, like I've been to people have so much fucking money, but their health is trash. Tons of money, trash fucking health. It's so bad. It's so bad. And I look at that, I'm thinking, man, do I want to be super successful? Like, what does successful mean? It really has helped me over the course of my career, my life. It's helped me put into perspective what actual success means. Because if success means making a lot of money, but not being able to get out of my fucking Ferrari without like taking 5 minutes because my legs, I just have no mobility and I can barely fucking walk. Like, I used to help clients get out of their Bentley. How fucked up is that? You're going to have all this fucking money. You're going to make all this fucking money and have this nice car, and then you're not going to be able to get out of it. That's fucking lame. I'd rather ride a bicycle someplace when I'm that age, have no money, and actually have my mobility. Like what kind of life are you enjoying? What kind of life are you enjoying if you can't fucking help yourself? Like, what happens when you're at home and you can't get off the toilet after you take a shit, or you can't reach back to wipe your ass? You're just going to walk around with shit butt all the time. No one likes a shitty butt. No one does. And don't forget, ladies especially, wipe front to back. Some good advice. Come on. You come here for the good advice and the knowledge cock. You know I'm going to drop it. You know I'm going to drop it. I know most of you ladies do it, I'm sure. I know we got a couple reverses out there. All right? Don't do it. Don't do it. I know it seems easy. It seems easy just reaching. No, I'm telling you. It seems easy going from the front. It seems more ergonomic. It seems more right. Just drop it in there. Careful. That's not a good look. Gonna pay the price. Orion XS. I'm curious. Do you always learning stuff here, right? Always learning. Only the finest information here. I'm curious. Do you supplement creatine or do you eat enough steak? You get enough naturally. I'm not taking any creatine right now. I mean, creatine is one of the most studied and most ubiquitous weightlifting supplements, but just make sure you're not loading. You don't have to do any kind of loading like that. You get a lot from steak if you want to. You take a little bit. A regular dude doesn't need more than like 2.5 or 5 grams a day, but it's a component. I probably don't need any extra anyway, but at the same time, when you take 5 grams of creatine, like, I don't know how much is in a pound of like grass-fed like ribeye. I don't even know, but when you supplement, you're getting just concentrated. You're not getting that much. I get plenty though. I can't see how I need more. I feel great. I feel great the way I'm training. And this is just how I'm training and how I'm eating right now, but it's great. This is the most consistent, probably one of the most consistent periods ever. But in the past, I've been always consistent with my nutrition, but I also haven't been this satisfied. You know, it was always more of like a struggle trying to like fill in the gaps and having more cravings and more, desires to have other things and to, self-sabotage and stuff. Just, more when you were living, or when I was more on a carbohydrate based diet, when I would eat more carbs, I don't like feeling hungry. But now I eat later in the day. My diet has more fat than it ever has before, and I prefer it. I didn't like full keto. I did that before. I didn't like that personally. But for me, I'm definitely high fat and fruit. I have some veggies too, but it's mostly berries and fruit and meat. And I do like veggies. Sometimes like I'll eat them. I just don't feel good. I don't necessarily feel good in my stomach. And I'm not carnivore. I'm not willing to go carnivore because I love fruit. I love my frozen berries. I definitely could go carnivore, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a real good move. I don't know. That's extreme. It is extreme. That's extreme. Vegan's extreme. I'm not confident that I would benefit more from that than what I'm doing right now. But I do notice how good I feel. My joints feel better. My mobility feels better. My strength has maintained or improved. I've got a lot more flexibility, mobility. I just feel better than I ever have before. I used to always have like tendonitis or issues or tweaks and stuff like that. And it has to do with the rest and recovery that I'm focusing on. It has to do with my training style, but it also has to do with my nutrition and my constant pursuit and adjustment of nutrition. I'm always looking to do better. I'm always looking and assessing. And if I have something that fucks me up, I'm going to address it, and then I'm going to cut it down or eliminate it. It's that simple. If something doesn't work for me, I'm not going to consume it. I'm consuming food to fuel my body, not to punish it and challenge it and try to get it to fucking stress out over shit quality garbage. That's just how I look at it, and you don't have to. Yeah, hit the like button, fam. Hit the like button. Follow it. Make sure you smash that like button. If you don't smash that like button, you can't sit with us. Hit that like button, bish. Hit it. Hit that shit. Hit that shit. Hit that shit. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, wipe front to back. Front to back. Don't go back to front. You don't want shit balls. You don't want shit clit either. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you get that. Gross. Gross. What was it? 2 grams per pound? 2 grams per pound of meat for creatine? Is that true? A pound of fresh beef contains about 5 grams of creatine, and 1 pound of red meat contains about 2 grams. Fresh beef? What's the difference between fresh beef and red meat? What do you mean? What you mean? Smash that like button. Smash, smash, smash. Dingleberries, no bueno. John, high fat for me too. My sources are avocados and anchovies. The taste's a bit rough, but I can't argue with results. Anchovies are good. Sardines are great. Avocados are great. Yeah, like I'm not against avocados and things like that. I'm not against avocados. I used to have a lot. Last time I bought a bunch of avocados, I didn't finish them. I didn't eat them all. Didn't eat them all. I just haven't been craving. The more I've been focusing more on grass-fed beef and ribeye steaks and the quality of the high animal fats. I've been wanting other things less. So I'm actually listening to my body. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just curious. I'm curious as to where it's going and what makes me feel better. And then I'm looking at it objectively, because we all know that some people work really well with certain foods and some people don't. Some people have allergies and sensitivities, and some people crush more of a vegetarian or pescatarian. They hate red meat and they can't digest it. I just want people to pursue nutrition based on how they feel, what's best for their body, not for like morals and morality. That's sketchy, because if you're doing that, then you're avoiding the proper nutrition, and it's going to affect you as an individual. Everyone's trying to be altruistic, and many people are trying to be altruistic and virtue signal with their nutrition, but they're sacrificing their own personal health. And we see it every day with extreme diets and with people that are trying to, just only eat fruit or only eat juice or go raw vegan when they look like they're going to die. I mean, some people are very successful with these kinds of extremes, but most people aren't, which is why most people don't do them. It's just, you have to figure out what works best for you and understand that you don't have to follow what someone else does. You can follow what's best for you. Am I becoming carnivore? No, I love my berries. I love my berries. Love them. Love them. Between the topic of shit and food, my stomach is conflicted. Well, I'm talking about dingleberries and stuff. Avocados do you dirty. Oh yeah, avocados. I've posted this on Twitter before. Avocados know when they leave the supermarket. I think there's like a little chip or something. I think the avocados talk to each other. They know when they're getting purchased. They know when they're getting bought, because right when you walk out the door, they're like, okay, and rot. We're like, not ripe, not ripe, not ripe, and rotten. Like, you have to be there right at the right time. It's good once they start getting a little bit soft, put them in the fridge. You'll give them like a few extra days, but never buy too many. Fucking sad when it goes bad. Jesse Deeds. High-fat paleo has been a lifesaver for me. Always struggled to curb my constant hunger. Better nutrition and fewer carbs was key for me. Lifting 6 days a week and not starving. What do you have against dairy products? They're fucking crap. Most of them are fucking garbage, dog shit, fucking pasteurized, artificial shit. I mean, if you're getting a good like raw milk source and you don't have issues with dairy, that's better, but got to be very careful about where you're getting your fucking animal products. All animal products, you have to be very, very careful. I just don't prefer dairy. I don't have anything against it. The dairy industry is a fucking disaster though. Most of it's just fucking like soda. It's just sugar water. Not getting any value from it. And it's unnecessary. You don't need it. You just grow up with it and you think, oh, what do you put milk in? People put milk in their coffee and their cereal. Well, good. Don't eat cereal. You don't need milk. But I like my milk. For what? What else do you need milk for? A milk steak? Like, what do you need milk for? What do you need milk for? My coffee. You don't have good coffee. If you're putting milk in your coffee, you're not drinking good coffee. You're not drinking good coffee. You should be able to drink your coffee black. If you can't drink your coffee black, you don't got good coffee. You do what you want. You do what you want. I'm just fucking talking shit. My opinion mixed with what you want to do. Look, whatever I say, it's not going to keep you from fucking drinking milk or eating cheese and shit like that. But a lot of you, I mean, do you have problems with milk? Drop in the comments. And if you've never done an elimination diet, you don't know if you have problems with milk. So you're like, I drink milk all the time. Like, then you can't speak on it because you don't know. Your body has adapted to that already and is compensating for having problems with milk. A lot of people, when they cut out dairy, they go back to it. It gives shit their fucking brains out, migraines. Acne is crazy with dairy. Very common. And I'm like, it's not across the board, but it's very common. That's why for the elimination diet, you take it out because you want to test it. So if you've cut out dairy and you have problems with dairy, what are the side effects that you've had? What are the side effects that you've had with dairy before you cut it out? I like my coffee like I like my soul. Black and sooty. black and stained. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Love what you preach about community, man. Wanted to ask how to approach friends and loved ones who critique my way of structured eating. Critique? You mean criticize? Is that how you mean it? They're criticizing your way of eating, like they're giving you shit, like how you deal with it? Are you sick and tired of it? And you're like, I want to tell them to go fuck off? Because you could do that. That's an option. I opt for that. Yeah, tell them to go fuck themselves. So we say critique, like you want them to get off your case, or you want to encourage them to do the same. You want to encourage them to live a healthier lifestyle. Maybe follow up in the comments. Hopefully I see it. Milk fucks me up. God awful stomach pain. Let's see here. We got with dairy. Let's see here. Milk hurts. And I hate cheese anyway. Switch to almond milk, and I believe it tastes better than cow milk. Milk those almond nips. Milk causes acne and nausea for me. I can handle some dairy products, but drinking straight milk kills me. All the hormones in dairy cows fuck with human hormones. There's a lot of problems and a lot of things that we don't know. You know, it's hard when you talk about this kind of stuff. And when it comes down to like the individual hormones and all the mechanisms, like that gets extremely scientific. So I'm not saying I have like this fucking stack of fucking research paper. I'm saying put this into fucking practice. Do your own research. You are your own science experiment. You can test things. You can test things for yourself. Don't just follow, oh, I should eat this way. No, you take this fucking food out for a few weeks. You can't fucking go without milk for 4 to 6 weeks. Give me a break. Of course you can. One, it's not required, so you can easily go without it. And you can find out amazing. Can you imagine if you figure out that, holy shit, this fucks me up. I feel so much better. My knee doesn't hurt. I don't get those chronic migraines anymore. I mean, yeah, there you go, Jessica. I forgot that was, I knew that was you. I knew I was going to see this pop up. This is huge. Check this out. Jessica, my daily glass of milk caused my migraines for 30 years. Cut out dairy, no migraines, no medication for 15 months now. Can you hear me in the back? My daily glass of milk caused my migraines for 30 years. Cut out dairy, no migraines, no medication for 15 months. Sounds like it's a big deal. Sounds like it's a big deal. A big fucking deal. And maybe it's that way for you. Maybe your acne that you're always dealing with, you're taking other medication for acne, you're using all these creams and lotions and soaps and fucking salicylic acid and all this fucking stuff. Then you just cut out that milk that you're eating all the time, drinking all the time, and all of a sudden your acne goes away. Shocker. You got to the actual fucking problem rather than try to cover up the symptoms. That's what we have to do. So instead of Jessica taking medication and all these other things to try to cover up, let's say, I'm sure how much, I can't even imagine how much ibuprofen or Tylenol or Excedrin and stuff that Jessica was taking or has taken over the years. Maybe she stopped and went to other things, whatever. But the point is you're covering symptoms the whole time, potentially the whole time. It was from dairy and milk. And imagine if you just didn't drink that, you wouldn't have to deal with all the other stuff. And then a lot of times those other things you take for the symptoms actually cause other symptoms. And then you're fucking taking things for symptoms on symptoms. And that's why when people oftentimes start taking medication, they end up taking 3, 4, 5 medications because they take one medication for the first symptom, and then they take another medication to deal with the symptoms from the first medication, and then they're just stacking medications and they're all conflicting and fucking things up, and then you don't know which one's doing which, so you're like playing around with the different milligrams, and then you're on them for too long, and then you get hooked on them, and then you can't get off them, and some major fucking issues. By the way, just because it just reminded me, in case you, I don't know if I know a lot of you follow similar content and similar people and you're aware, but speaking of carnivore, reminded me, a lot of you probably are aware, who Jordan Peterson is and his daughter, Michaela Peterson, and they're well known for multiple things, but Michaela is a very outspoken person of the carnivore diet because it literally fixed all her, if not all her autoimmune issues. But she just posted a podcast yesterday. I think it's probably almost got like 1 million fucking in like one day. With her father. So, Jordan Peterson, if you can Google him. I'm not going to go into who he is and what he's about, but brilliant fucking dude. And he disappeared for like a year or so, 1.5 years. But this podcast is about the real fucking difficulties of his process with getting off some of these medications for, anxiety. Was it benzodiazepine, I think it is, but maybe some of you are on these things. You have to go and watch this shit. You have to go and watch this because a lot of you probably deal with people that are on the medications. Maybe you're on them yourself, but this is way out of my wheelhouse with that kind of stuff. But medication in general, like you should go and listen from the horse's mouth and watch that podcast. It's on her channel, Michaela Peterson. So she did an interview with her father. It's very deep and it's also very eye-opening with what science is aware of and what just one facet of how brutal the pharmaceutical industry is in this country with handing out medication. And I think he was saying, he listed one stat during the podcast, and he said, I think 1 in every 7 or 1 in every 8 medications that are prescribed are, I think they're SSRIs or benzodiazepines or diazepines or whatever the fuck it is, like that class, something like that. I think those are the 2 things he said, but in other words, they're just pumped out. and you get hooked on them for life after like 2 or 4 weeks. Yes, Yolanda, the psychologist. Yeah. So he fell off the map, and people were just thought, oh, he's just, he was making shit up. He's a charlatan. He wasn't saying anything. He was in serious, serious health conditions. Scary shit. And the fact that so many people are on it, I figure I'd mention that in case you want to get some perspective. If you're on it or you know someone that's on it, you can go check it out. It's on her channel. So really good podcast and very eye-opening. And talk about like a shitty fucking year or two. Like that family has been through so fucking much. So much. Not to mention he's a fucking brilliant guy. So couldn't recommend more highly his content and his books and stuff. So go check him out. I was going to go to sleep earlier last night, and then I saw that it's like his first piece of content in like a year and a half or 2 years. So I fucking watched that beginning to end immediately. Yeah. So it's a really powerful story, but it gives you some context of what he's been going through and what maybe people in your family are going through. So definitely go give that a look. After you're done here. Yeah, his daughter, Michaela was on Joe Rogan. No, he was really sick. Yeah, but they didn't go into details with what was going on, like a little bit. But that's the thing. When she was on Rogan, they didn't know what was wrong with him. Like they didn't know yet. Like they knew what was, but they didn't have an answer. So that's when they were going through it. But they had to go to Russia and shit. Anyway, I think they're still there. They're still in Belgrade. Go check it out. Like it's some deep shit, but it's also very relatable because a lot of you probably deal with people. Okay. Oh yeah, he's fun. He's a brilliant dude. Has amazing books. A great book, 12 Rules for Life. That book's excellent. If you're a reader. Yeah, James, I would definitely go watch that podcast. Go watch that for sure. Give you some more insight on it. Yeah. Hey fam, this is from Ben. So hey fam, decided to join the Swolenormous X community because Swolenormous and Papa Swole have been inspiring me for about 6 months now. I'm losing weight and being a better version of myself overall. On the left is a pic of me New Year's Day at 247 pounds. I never realized I had gotten so bad until I stepped on the scale. After coming across Swolenormous on YouTube, I realized enough was enough. I started going to the gym 5 days a week, ate 3 square meals a day of the right nutrition, drinking nothing but water. And when the gyms closed, I ran 3 to 4 miles almost every morning. The pic on the right is me today at 200 pounds. When I realized the advice of Swolenormous did for me, what the advice of Swolenormous did for me in half a year, I knew I had to join the community. My goal is to be 180 pounds and I plan on reaching it. Excited to officially be a part of the Swole community. Good for you, Ben. That's fucking awesome. I absolutely love when people get amazing results without doing any of like the training, like the without even being like a member. I just love it when people are like commenting like, hey, I've been listening for about a year. I've been crushing. I lost 50 pounds or 100 pounds. And now I decide it's like, that's fucking great. It just goes to show you can do it yourself. I mean, Swolenormous X is an amazing tool and we have so much content in there, but it's still you. Like, even if you join, it's still, are you going to do it? You still have to use the content and do it. Like, whatever it is, you can still go to your gym and do your thing and just watch the podcast and you don't have to join, but it's like it's amazing being around people where you're just like, your community is positive all the time, like, and there for you. And it's holding yourself accountable. It's also putting yourself out there, and it's all about what you're exposing your eye holes to. And if you're seeing positive shit of people crushing it all the time, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fucking crush it. Like these Swole cards on my wall, like that's a big deal. That's a big deal because I'm looking at those all the time. Even when I'm not, I kind of see the same ones over and over again. It reinforces in my head. I have ones over here. It's like, don't be a pussy, fucking hard work and like sacrifice. And I look, it's like that just subconscious, like fucking all the time. I'm seeing all this positive shit reinforcing, or maybe, oh, I'm tired. I look at the wall and it's like every day and like never give up. I'm like, fuck yeah. It's just kind of always running in the background. It's always there and it's important. Surround yourself with the right shit. What you look at, what you read, what you listen to, who you talk to, all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it. You like it, Kashina? Good. How many of you read, Jesus Christ. How many of you read, we'll get this. How many of you have read 12 Rules for Life? We did it. I said it. How many of you have read his book or Maps of Meaning? How many of you have read his books? Just curious. Let's see. What sups do you take, Swole? I take some magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin C. Take some beef organ supplements, but I'm getting, beef liver when I can eat beef liver when I have it. Sometimes some collagen protein in my coffee and stuff like that. MCT oil, if you consider that a supplement. But I don't do I'm not a fan of all the bodybuilding supplements and all the artificial sweeteners and shit like that. Like, you can make your own, and those things are usually pretty harmless. Things like citrulline malate or beta alanine. I took those for a long time, just raw, but you can make them yourself. You just don't need these blue raspberry fucking things that put all this flavoring and shit in there. You can really make them with the raw ingredients and save money, but also not get the extra shit. Because that's usually what really will fuck you up. It's not necessarily the raw ingredients, which, haven't shown to be anything a problem like the normal ones. It's all the other things that aren't tested because it's not regulated. I mean, if you're buying the actual raw ingredients, you know how much, and you can actually take the amounts, the quantities that show promise in studies. Because a lot of times the studies might show, let's say citrulline malate, for example, talk about elite cyclists, and they'll say, hey, if you consume 6 to 8 grams of this, X, Y, and Z. But then you go to the store and you get your pre-workout or something like that, and they have 1 gram or 2 grams. It's like, well, that's not going to do jack shit for me. It really won't. They'll use the study, or they'll quote the study, or they'll give you a link to it, or they'll say, hey, these studies, X, Y, and Z, or this information has not been approved. Yeah, of course it hasn't been approved. We can write whatever the fuck we want, but then put, hey, this hasn't been proven at all. But the packaging looks good, so buy it. So, usually just some black coffee, go smash. When it comes to pre-workouts, people always ask about pre-workouts and BCAAs. I don't take BCAAs. Fucking waste of money. I've taken that shit before in the past. No fucking difference. I feel great. Just eat some good food. Eat really good food. Plenty of protein and healthy fats and stuff. But again, that depends on your individual nutrition, and individual needs will vary. Individual needs will vary. And for most people, they don't get the results. You don't do blood work and regular testing all the time. So you don't necessarily know what you're deficient in. And you can definitely be taking too much of certain vitamins or minerals because you don't know necessarily what your levels are. So most people don't have access or the awareness or the ability to get actual testing to know how much extra or how much vitamin D they might need and this, that, and the other. So you're kind of crapshooting it, and you could overtake certain things. And if you're fundamentally eating a better diet, you're putting yourself in a better position to not need as much supplementation, but the supplementation can fill in the gaps from things that you don't normally get. As long as it's supplementing quality food, most people don't. Most people look at supplements as a replacement for food or to make up where they're not getting food. And it's like, Jordan Peterson, not James. Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. Thank you. Yeah, Josh, I haven't read Peterson books, but his YouTube clips are fucking fire. But that's the thing. Everyone's like, man, if there was ever a time where we need Jordan Peterson to be fucking pumping out content and trying to set the fucking world straight, it's now. And he's just not yet in that position yet. But the fact that he was doing an interview, for the first, it's like, ooh. It's exciting because he sounded good considering. Only a couple little hiccups. You can tell he's really just coming out of it. But it's so, I don't want to say sad, but it's so frustrating because he's done so much good. He's done so much good for so many people, myself included. His content and his logic and the way he talks, it's just great to hear intelligent people speak coherently about subjects that most people just yell and scream and kick and fight about and try to play off emotions and manipulation. He's just shows how it just rips it apart with fucking common sense and facts. Brilliant. Oh, Dante, that's a silly thing to say. It's not nonsense. What isn't a self-help book? You mean knowledge? Knowledge is definitely self-help. For retards, you did not read that book at all. I don't believe that you read the book or you comprehended the book. You're the kind of person that doesn't believe in knowledge or something? Silly. Everything's self-help. Education is self-help. Because education helps you and knowledge helps you. So define what self-help actually means. Mojama or Joe Mama? Joe Mama? Joe Mama. Joe Mama. Mojama. Hey, Swole, I'd like to thank you for inspiring me to lose weight during 3 months. I lost 22 kilos. I now weigh 97 kilos, still overweight, but I am aiming at 80 kilos. Awesome. Good for you. I'm glad you're making those changes. Good for you. Oh, we gotta take Papa to the vet. Let's see here. We got another good one. This one's from Alyssa. Let's see if I can move this around like that. Oh, it does work like that. Sweet. Hey guys, my name is Alyssa and I'm new to the Swole fam. I've been watching Papa Swole's YouTube videos for a while now and finally decided to say fuck it and sign up. A few years ago, I was really in an unhealthy relationship, which has caused me to binge eat, resulting in 70 pounds of weight gain in 3 months. After I got out of that relationship, I managed to lose 50 pounds because my anxiety was so bad I couldn't stomach any food, so I essentially starved myself. I lost the weight in about 2 months, but gained back 25 pounds pretty quickly once I started eating again. For years now, I've been trying to lose weight, but I struggle with consistency and cravings. I also recently found out I have MS and, you ready for this? Sjogren's? I don't know. Someone else. I don't know. Syndrome. I don't know what that is. So chronic fatigue is a huge struggle for me. Me trying to read like, what is that, Swedish or something? So chronic fatigue is a huge struggle for me. Having the energy to work out is hard to come by. I also have asthma, so that to top that, so it makes exercise a struggle, but I'm here because I'm tired of falling back into my own ways and I need change. My goal is to lose about 30 to 40 pounds and build some muscle to combat the MS. If anyone has any tips on diet, how to get started, keeping consistent, and beginner exercises, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm so lost when it comes to fitness and diet and don't even know where to begin. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I'm looking forward to being a part of the fam. So when it comes on any tips on diet, I'm assuming, welcome to the fam. I'm assuming you joined with the Swole fam membership. So if you want to get access to all the other stuff, those come with the unlimited access. But hopefully, I'm assuming by the time this post, I'm sure that people are dropping in the comments, but you can start, Alyssa, by sharing in the group like what you're consuming, like what foods you are eating. People can maybe make some suggestions when it comes to elimination, things that might have caused them problems. And that's what's really beneficial about having a community that has your everyone's best interests in mind. You get some feedback. You get feedback with what foods worked well for people, because if someone else says, like, if you go into the group and you're thinking, oh man, I'm weird, tomatoes fuck me up, no, I can't possibly be. But then you post up in the group, you're like, hey, does anyone else have problems with tomatoes? And people comment, yeah, whenever I have tomatoes, I get nightmares and I have terrible dreams. I have night sweats. Or yeah, when I do this. And you realize that, oh, you're not the only one. Oh, other people have similar problems. Oh, this isn't a fluke. Oh, I'm not weird. Oh, I'm not a loser. Oh, I'm not broken. You realize you're just a person and there are other people out there that have your situation. So it's great to bounce things off other people and see where maybe some gaps in your nutrition might be. Oh yeah, by the way, hashtag extra mile. We got some sexy Tess Hornaday. Oh yeah, you sexy biche. Oh yeah, she's I hope Papa Swole is okay. I hope so too. I don't know what's going on. She used to I think Chihuahuas, because she's half Chihuahua, half Jack Russell. Some Chihuahuas have like collapsed trachea, so they have trouble breathing. It's like I think it's something that's common, but lately she's just been like coughing and going through like hacking periods for no reason. And it's been like bad. It's not like this her regular, like, oh, she's like hawking up something. It was like it sounded like something not good, but she's been checked out recently. She doesn't have didn't feel any tumors or any kind of lumps or something like that. So we're taking her there and hopefully there's nothing. I know she's getting up there. She's getting up there in years. So I don't know. I'm going to lose my fucking mind when that happens. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully there's nothing. I mean, I'm not so worried about myself as Mama Swole. I don't know. It's not, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, she acts fine. She acts fine. So we'll see. Maybe it's just like a little, I think we Googled a lot. Mama Swole Googled a lot of stuff. Like it might be some kind of like puppy bronchitis. Maybe it never goes away. I don't know. We just want to make sure that she's okay. So we'll see. I'll let you know. Happened to my Alaskan Husky and it was only allergies. That's possible, actually. Interesting. I wonder. So let's see. My dog had that recently. It was allergies. Well, hopefully it's allergies. That gives me some more confidence. It could be. It would make sense. It's allergy season, isn't it? Yeah. Puppa needs an elimination diet. Not a food allergy. I mean, no, she eats, if anything, she eats raw beef. She eats grass-fed raw beef with liver and beef heart. And she gets her little bit of sweet potatoes. She has little things of fruit and stuff when I eat it, little snacks. She eats fucking healthier than most people. She eats better than most people. It was an inside-out sneezing? Whoa, what's that? How old is Papa? Like 15, like 14, 15. Like 14 or 15. We got her used. Got her used. She was really little. Well, the thing is, she was at the vet recently. And like people were like, what you felt her. I don't feel anything. It was something that was happening for a little while. And the vet was like, nothing wrong. Maybe she's just, collapsed trachea or something like that. But then it's gotten worse and it's gotten different. So it's been more like violent, like real hacking and stuff. We found that it was much better. Yeah. I mean, from our experience, yes. Inside out sneeze. Our dog was allergic to grass. That was interesting because it was an all year round grass, not just a summer grass. But this is inside. I don't know. Again, I'd have to think about it. Now that I'm mentioning it, I have to think about like what the correlations will be. I mean, we're going to, we're going to do the whole thing. Going to clean the whole thing. Going to clean like the air filter. Just reset a bunch of things and see what happens. A backward sneeze. Oh, it's not like, is it one of those like that? Or no, this is like, this is like someone hawking up. Like it's like someone that's smoked for like 40 years, like 2 packs a day. Sounds like a fucking smoker's cough. Mama Swolio says it's either allergies, kennel cough, compilations with her trachea, or bronchitis. She's been Googling most of the stuff. I haven't. I just want her to get better. So whatever it is, I'll let you all know. I'll keep you posted. She's on the way to the vet right now, so let's see what they say. We'll see what they say. Oh, why is my mouse spinning? There we go. Okay, here we go. Good Monday morning, fam. So this is obviously 2 days ago, not Monday morning anymore. I fucked up. I went to the beach with my family and I blew my load. No, I blew my elimination diet. I don't regret eating the ice cream. I gotta stand up. I don't regret eating the ice cream because I'm using it as a learning moment. I will be more conscious in my eating decisions in the future and think of my goals before I succumb to the temptation again. Thanks for the support always. Love this community because I can be honest and accountable. Well, good for you, Angel. I mean, people fuck up from time to time as long as you don't turn it into some kind of excuse to keep going with it. That's good shit. You recognize the errors. Ice cream at the beach? You went to the beach and you ate ice cream. Like, did you bring it? You probably bought it there. I picture people eating ice cream on the sand. I'm like, how do you... That's got to be a fucking experience, just dripping everywhere. Like an ice cream sandwich or something? Like an ice cream sandwich? What we got here? Well, she's definitely not losing weight. Weight loss and increased hunger. And she's not losing weight. She's always hungry, but she only eats one time a day. She puppermint fasts. And then she gets her beefs and stuff. Nah, she's been good. Nothing's changed, you know? We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Get back on it, Angel. Good stuff. Let's see. Emily, let's see here. All right, here we go. One more, another one. Emily, hey Swole fam. First time posting here, I'm Emily. I've been watching the Swole channels for about a year now, but have finally committed to joining. I'm so glad to be a part of this lovely community, so obviously I want to live a healthier lifestyle. I used to be so fixated on weight, but now I just want to be strong and healthy. This feels like the perfect place to accomplish that. I love to dance and work on my flexibility. I am working to become a contortionist and a decent pole dancer. It's my absolute favorite form of exercise and it has many different facets to it. So anyways, here's what I look like to keep me accountable. Also some of my favorite pole dancing moves for you. I'm so glad to be here, fam. And no, I'm not sharing that here. But welcome to the fam, Emily. Keep dancing away. Pole dancing's legit. Super hard. John, what's up, John? You still watching, John? You still here? One of the numerous things meditation has made me aware of is how rushed and frantic most people are throughout their day. It's almost as if this constant urgency to get to the bathroom, but like 24/7. It's hilarious and yet sad at the same time. I then start to wonder if I was like that, ... I like how dramatic that was. And totally true. If you're not meditating, how many of you meditate? How many of you have a regular meditation practice? Once you start meditating regularly, you start noticing how wound up and how fucking angry everyone is all the time. And you wonder, holy shit, is that what I was like? Is that what it's like? It's the same thing as like eating better and having, eating better foods after you've done an elimination diet. You realize how shitty everyone fucking eats, right? Once you start eating properly, you realize, oh my God, everyone eats like fucking crap. You realize how bad everyone eats. It's the same thing with meditation. Once you meditate regularly, you realize, oh, people are fucking stressed to the nines. People are stressed the fuck out, like super stressed. You realize, there we go. You realize how stressed out people are. But it's that contrast, it's that perspective, because now that you meditate, you recognize how fucking bad people are and how bad they need it. I do meditation once or twice a day. Every morning for sure. At least. Papa, 3 weeks in, every morning after waking and before I go to bed. There you go. Oh. How many of you have tried the unlimited members? How many of you tried the new 30-minute brain gains? Tell me how it is. I don't know if anyone, I didn't check the comments on it yet. That was 2 days ago. I've been busy. How many of you tried the first or the new 30-minute? How many of you have tried it? AF, don't know how to meditate, but want to try it. How do I start? Well, you can download a guided meditation app online. You can check out, you can go in the App Store and download a meditation app. You can join Swolenormous X. That's not free, but they have free apps in the store. But we have a brain gain section for meditation in Swolenormous X. We have 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute, and 30-minute sessions. Just launched the 30-minute section on Monday. So the first one dropped there, but we have, I think for all the other sections, we have at least 10 in each section so far. We have many sessions. So there's no excuse not to do it. You got 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 20, and 30. So no matter how much time you got, if you got 5 minutes, you got enough time to make some brain gains. There you go. My boss is like a tornado 24/7, super stressful. I've started meditating after he leaves, and it's really been helping me to not absorb his energy. Woof. Yeah, being around people like that is really exhausting. Yeah, give it a shot. Let me know. That's a lot deeper. It's a lot deeper of a session. I mean, it's a lot longer, but just build up to it. Try the 20-minute first, of course. What time? What time did you do it? Annika, I did it last night and I will need to do it again. I lost you somewhere and I fell too deep, came out at 1 a.m. When did you start? How long did you actually meditate for? Do you remember? Just went off. Papa, come watch my kids so I can do the 30-minute one. You know what, Phil, on second thought, just stick to the 5 and 10, bro. You're good. Nah, that's, I didn't mean for you to try the 30-minute. No, thank you. No spanks. No spank you. No way. You went for 2 hours? It was 11 to 1? So you sat there for 2 hours? You fucking, did you fall asleep sitting up? Holy shit. Holy shit. That's an epic session. You must have felt high as a kite afterwards. Like legit 2 hours? Or are you saying 11? It was like 11:30. That's still a lot. That's a long sesh. Yes and no, the Schmadison. I am learning to meditate and I am learning that it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of practice, but it's not focus. It's focus, but it's not focus, right? Because you're not trying to do anything. You're not trying to focus on the breath. You are, but at the same time, you want to receive the breath, right? It sounds kind of foofy, but it's true. You don't want to actually overthink. You just want to notice, and it's just honing. And it's like anything else. So check this out. It's like when you're doing yoga, when you do something new, you're focusing on so many little details. You're focusing on the form, your foot placement, your back knee, your front knee, your shoulders, your back. And you're focusing on like 30 fucking things at the same time. But then after you activate those muscles and you build that coordination, you're able to relax into those poses, and you're in that like warrior one or the crescent pose or pigeon, whatever it is. And you don't need to focus on the form. It's like a professional baseball player. When they take a swing, they don't have to think about pivoting and, all the different movements they've been practicing for their entire life. So they're able to just fucking execute on it. So at the beginning of meditation, it feels like you're straining, or like you try not to, but you feel like you're focusing so much and you're paying so much attention. You're trying to do this. You're trying to relax and you hit those little points. But the more you do it, the easier you're just able to just kind of go into it and like relax, just like lifting. Once you get that coordination, you get that base, you don't have to overstress how much you think about it. You liked it? Good, Cerny. I'm glad you liked it. 11 p.m. Annika, I was comfy and sitting up straight. I came up in the same posture I began in. Came up because my knee hurt. Huh. Usually if I fall asleep, my head position changes. Does your head drop back? Do you slouch, or does your head drop down? That's it. That's it, Shane. There you go. Been doing brain gains and using another app for more guided teaching. Loving it. Finally can just be and let things move past like a cloud. There you go. Just kind of getting your feet wet into a new space. Once you go into meditation, once you go into more meditation, you really open up a world. Like there's no end. There's no boundaries there. There's no boundaries. Just keeps on going. Just remember, you don't have to have the perfect environment. It doesn't have to have no sound. The most important thing is that you're able to cut out. You're able to cut out and separate yourself from those kinds of environments. So when you are in a stressful situation in traffic or at work or in a noisy, the DMV or something, you can center yourself, focus. All right, let's get into, we got one or two more posts here. Let's go into, this one is Aaliyah. What's up? I'm new. What up, A-Bomb? I just need some better people in my life, in regards to health at least. I got injured in 2012 and used that as an excuse to become a fat ass. 2 years ago, I got my life together, screwed around with diets until I found one that works well for me. For both my weight loss and my injuries, and with that, and getting back to my physical hobbies, I lost 70 pounds over the next 18 months. But then I got complacent and lazy, and now I'm back up 10 pounds, having not yet reached my end goals. I need to knuckle back down, so I'm just looking forward to this community. Seems to be full of people who take responsibility for themselves, and that is so different than the people physically around me. You are in the right place. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Community. Pillar number fucking 1. And we got Maria. Y'all. We got Maria. Y'all. 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 All right. Maria says, so, Maria, so I fucked up. The last couple days, my eating has been shit. My fridge got empty, and being back at work, I didn't have time to grocery shop, and I got fast food. But tonight after work, when all I wanted to do was go home and grab a burger on the way just to have something in my stomach, I thought of you guys and I was re-inspired. Not tomorrow, today. I drove past the shitty food to the store, came home and meal prepped. I love this community and it's working wonders for my determination. That's what's up. That's what's up. And yeah, you know, I don't have those feelings anymore. I mean, this can go away pretty quick. When you say, I wanted to go home and grab a burger just to have something in my stomach. And it's like, you don't need something in your stomach. You know, people that look at, not that you're doing this, Maria, but people that look at being hungry as, oh my God, I'm hungry, I'm starving. No, you're not. You're just used to eating. Your body is just on like a sugar crash, or it's having a craving because you're addicted to certain things and you're exposing it to simple, easy energy, easy fucking energy. These are habits. You're used to driving home and going through a drive-thru. It's so fucking easy. You're dehydrated or you're tired or you're stressed. So your body wants to eliminate that stress. So a simple mouth pleasure can eliminate that stress for a moment. You're stressing your body, but you can kind of get that little braingasm for a moment, right? Me too. Me too, Matthew. Me too. Yeah, the Swole fam's killing it. Everyone's crushing it. Got a lot of crushing. A lot of crushing in the Swole fam. I say it's time to give away this fucking Swole card. What do you think, fam? All right. Drop those comments down below. Extra mile. Here we fucking go. Swole card party. Dun, 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 dun. Dancing time. Diaper time. No one? Beulah? Scrolling? No. At the buzzer. And nothing yet. One more time. Around the block. It happens. I'm going deep into those comments. Going up. Going down. Scroll. Scroller McScrollerson. No. Jacqueline, congratulations. Very nice. Very nice. Congratulations. You hath won the 1517 Swole card. Everyone say congratulations, Jacqueline. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations to Jacqueline Talbot. Congratulations on winning today's Swole card. So everyone say congratulations. Yay, yay, Jacqueline, yay. Fuck you, you babies. Come on.
Come on, stop whining.
Be nice. Tomorrow we'll do it again. So congratulations, Jacqueline. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with Swole card 1517 in the subject and the mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll send you this very Swole card. Sexy Tess Hornaday Beach not included. No siree, not included at all. So send us that email. Happy to send that along. And for those that might just be joining now, make sure that you check out the latest drop. This one just dropped. This one just dropped while we were live. This Ask Papa Swolio, how do I avoid sweets? And of course you got that. I'm sorry, but this this thumbnail, these are just the cutest. All these thumbs with that sexy beach, just a cute beach, just sexy beach. So this is a brand new one. How do I avoid sweets? We got this one with the 7-year-old chick lifting, Dr. Disrespect canceled, some more extra thirsty, Donald Trump, some of his videos getting banned from Twitch. Oh my God. Fucking Trump is on Twitch. And you have You Earned It, Donuts. This is on the main channel, the larger channel, the Swolenormous channel, the SAC channel. Still part of the Knowledge Cog network, but this is not on the Daily Swole channel. This is on the Swolenormous channel. The other ones are right here, Extra Thirsty and Ask Papa Swolio. You got more sauce coming. So make sure you stay plugged in and make sure you subscribe. Check it out on the podcast channels, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that. And of course, swolenormousx.com. If you want to join the Swole fam, go check it out. Go get some meditation. And if you haven't, go read a book. Oh, and I told you guys, remember, don't forget that other interview, the Peterson one. It's very good. And especially when it comes to these kinds of issues. I know a lot of people, a lot of you deal with it yourself or your family, friends, people in your circle that take medication. This is important information. It's important perspective because we all know this country is pumping this shit out. Really dangerous stuff. So make sure you go and check that out, especially if you're involved with medications, some insights. And for everyone else, all you beaches, swolenormousx.com for any details on joining. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 1518 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. See you mañana, 1518. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, McGoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then y'all found that young kid